which is this sect. The Prophet ﷺ did not forbid them, rather he described this sect to them. فرقة ناجية ما أنا عليه اليوم وأصحابي, that which I and my companions are upon today. Likewise, Ghuraba, as we mentioned, likewise Abdullah ibn Abbas, when he said Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah wa ulul ilm. How many narrations? So it is not only Muslims. So tell that ignoramus who now claims that he is speaking with ilm, that we are upon i'tidal, that we are upon the balanced way. You're not upon the balanced way, you're upon bid'ah. You oppose the ijma', and then you lie upon Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Taymiyyah, ya ikhwan, that he accepted the title, and he said rather it is accepted by ittifaq of the Muslimin, that if a person says I am Salafi, it is accepted from him. Shaykh al-Albani rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, he was asked a question, why use the name as-Salafiyyah? Is this a call to Hizbiyyah? Who's been? A person is asking, who is he asking? Not an ignoramus sitting in Philadelphia. He's asking the Imam of Ahlul Sunnati, the Mujaddid, Muhaddith, Imam, Shaykh al-Islam, Muhammad Nasiruddin al-Albani rahimahullah. From the greatest, like Shaykh Ibn Baz said, that he is the Mujaddid of this era. Talking about Shaykh al-Albani. He said there is no one under the sky who has more knowledge of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ than Shaykh al-Albani. This Shaykh al-Albani was asked a question. Is it not a call to Hizbiyyah when you say, when you name yourself with Salafiyyah? Is it not a call to a group or to a madhab? So Shaykh al-Albani said, it is authentically reported from the Prophet ﷺ that he said to Fatima radiallahu anha upon his deathbed, he said, فَاتَّقِ He said to her, fear Allah, وَاسْبِرِي, and be patient, فَإِنَّهُ نِعْمَ سَلَفْ أَنَا لَكِ. For indeed I am to you a blessed salaf. Right, so that's what the Prophet ﷺ said to Fatima radiallahu anha in this hadith reported by Imam Muslim in his Sahih. So the Prophet ﷺ said to Fatima, I am to you a blessed salaf. So Shaykh al-Albani continues, many of the ulama have used the term salaf, and this is too numerous to limit to even a number. You can't even put a number upon those who use the term salaf. And then he mentioned, and a simple example suffices us, that is utilized to combat innovation from a poetry that was written in the early times. وَكُلُّ خَيْرٍ مِنِ اتِّبَاءِ مَنْ سَلَفٍ. All good lies in following the salaf. وَكُلُّ شَرٍ فِي ابْتِدَاءِ مَنْ خَلَفٍ. And every evil is in the innovation of the latecomers. So then Shaykh al-Albani, he mentions, however, there now appears a person who claims, and he claims that he has knowledge, like you have in your city, an individual who claims that he has something, and he says, this is the words of Shaykh al-Albani, so this applies to him, because this is exactly what he said. He mentioned there now appears one who claims attachment to knowledge, who rejects this attachment, claiming that this is an inscription that has no basis to it. So he says it is not allowed for a Muslim to say, Ana Salafi. He says that it is not allowed for a Muslim to say that I am Salafi. This is as if he is saying it is not allowed for a Muslim to say, I follow the righteous Salaf in that which they were upon, from Aqidah and Ibadah and manners and other than that. It is as if he is trying to say that. And then he mentions later on, Shaykh al-Albani, the kalam is lengthy, but I just want to take the important points from it. He mentions, and the one who rejects this tasmiyah, the one who rejects the usage of the term Salafi, you see him ascribing himself to one of the various madhabs, whether it be the madhab that is connected to a particular belief or to a particular fiqh. So either he says, I am Ash'ari, or he will say, I am Maturidi, or he will say in fiqh that I am Hanafi, or Shafi'i, or Maliki, or Hanbali, from those who enter into the title of Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah. So regardless, the one who ascribes himself to the madhab of the Ash'ari, or of the Ash'a'ira, or the one who ascribes himself to one of the four madhabs, then he is ascribing himself to individuals who without doubt, they are not infallible. That it is possible for them to make a mistake. They are not ma'asumeen. Even if they is from the ulama, those who are correct. But in affairs they will be wrong. So if only they were to forbid the likes of those descriptions as well, are they so harsh with the use of the term Hanafi or Hanbali? Are they so harsh with the use of the term Ash'ari? Why do they show harshness to the use of the term Salafi? So he mentions, as for the one who ascribes himself to the Salaf al-Salih, and he says that I am Salafi, and he mentions that in general, and then he ascribes himself to something that is infallible, because if you say that I ascribe myself to the Salaf, who are you ascribing yourself to? Khairun Nas, the Sahaba, the Tabi'een, and the Atba'u Tabi'een. That's what you're ascribing yourselves to. If they unite upon an affair, and you say that I take from them, what they united upon is infallible, ya ikhwan. There's no mistaking it, because that's ijma. That is ijma. Then he mentions Shaykh al-Albani rahimahullah ta'ala. He ascribes himself to that which is infallible. The Prophet ﷺ described and mentioned the distinguishing signs of the same sect. That he holds fast to that which the Prophet ﷺ and his companions were upon. So the Salaf are who? The Salaf are those who are described in the saying of the Prophet ﷺ, مَا أَنَا عَلَيْهِ الْيَوْمَ أَصْحَابِي. So whomsoever holds fast to that, then he is with certainty upon guidance from his Lord. And then Shaykh al-Albani mentions what da'watu Salafiyyah in truth unites the ummah. And every other da'wah divides the ummah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ, and be with the truthful ones. Allah commands you to be with the truthful ones. And the one who separates between the book and the sunnah on one hand, and the Salaf al-Salih on the other hand, could never be with the Sadiqeen, could never be Sadiq. Why? Because Allah commanded you with what? With the book and the sunnah. And then Allah mentions likewise in the Quran, وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ, and be with the true. Who are the ones who are the Sadiqeen? The Sahaba radiallahu anhum. So how can a person separate the Kitab and the Sunnah on one side and separate the Sadiqeen on the other side, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded you be with the Sadiqeen? And likewise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in the Quran, وَالسَّابِقُونَ الْأَوَّلُونَ مِنَ الْمُهَاجِرِينَ وَالْأَنصَارِ وَالَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُم بِإِحْسَانٍ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ وَرَضُوا عَنْهُ. Allah mentioned the first and foremost to believe from the Muhajirin and from the Ansar Sahaba, and then those who follow them بِإِحْسَانٍ. بِإِحْسَانٍ, as Shaykh al-Fawzan mentioned, he mentions with itqan, with precision, those who follow them. Not those who follow them in kindness. No. Not those who follow them in goodness. No. Those who follow them in precision and perfection. How do we know? From the hadith of Jibreel. What did Jibreel say to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? أخبرني عن what? أخبرني عن الإحسان. Inform me regarding ihsan. What do we describe that ihsan as? That you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as though you see Him. Though you see Him not, but He sees you. That is the perfection in worship. This is the same ihsan that is used in this ayah. Those who follow them with perfection, with ihsan, with precision, not in kindness. Because they try to water down the word ihsan. But let's use it as it means, meaning that you follow them